Hi guys, so I'm just going to walk you through my lesson plan. So the whole unit is focused on the spring semester, kind of broken down into two units. So prior to the lesson, I'm going to walk you through today. Basically, my students will be learning about nutrition, and the whole spring semester is focused on healthy living, and like a healthy lifestyle, and in that they're learning about nutrition and working out um, and how to practically do that at home. So after my students go through 2 weeks of nutrition, then they will begin the 19-week body weight training, resistance training unit for the semester. So I just wrote out the content standards here, just for the health and nutrition, and you can see that there. And so just looking at the objectives of this lesson. So um, in this lesson, the goals and objectives are that the students will respectively listen to the guest speaker and participate in the discussion. The students will demonstrate their prior and current knowledge for body weight training, strength training, aerobic training, overall fitness training, and conditioning skills by participating in the introduction circuit. Students will be assessed based upon their effort and attention throughout the lesson by participating in the circuit. Students will participate in a discussion at the end of the lesson where they discuss the difficulties of the lesson and will present their answer to the class. Students will have a reading response assignment to complete at home and turn in the following class. So today's lesson, since it's the intro to the 19 weeks of weight training and body training, all these things, I wanted to do a lesson where I could see and monitor like where each student is at. So I created like an introduction circuit. So I'm just going to just go down to the lesson plan. So basically students will, arrive to class, greet them, and then in this lesson I will have a guest speaker come and talk, and the guest speaker will be a gym owner. And so the reason I chose a gym owner is because it's someone who lives a healthy lifestyle and can practically like give examples and talk to these students, um, and just motivate them for the rest of this unit. And so after the guest speaker will speak, then there will be a discussion in class, where students, will talk about healthy living and what that looks like. And then after that, we will head out to the gym. And so we'll head out to the gym, and then we'll do a warm up. And I, you know, hope when I am a teacher, like to participate in everything. I always love that as a student and a player when my coaches would participate. So I will participate in the warm up with my students. Um, and then once that is done, I will go through, just since it's the first day of us working with equipment, I'll go over, where the equipment goes, where to place it, and all of that, how to wipe it down. Um, and so the whole lesson is focused on this circuit workout. So there's going to be like 20 stations, and I'm assuming I'll have about 40 students in class. So I'll pair up each student in twos, and then station one will be jump rope, and then we have box step ups, plank, lateral jumps, dumbbell push press, wall sit, rope slams, and you can just see how the list goes on. And so students will work for 45 seconds, and then they'll have a 15-second break, and then they'll do that for two rounds. Um, and so this is just going to be me heavily monitoring like what works, what doesn't, and then what can I use for the remaining semester, and what can I use to improve each student. And an important thing is I'm going to pair my ELL student with like an encouraging and motivating student, as well as my mainstream student as well. And so after the circuit ends, we will end class with a discussion, and then the students will be dismissed for the rest of the day. So that's just, the rest of this just goes over just the rest of my lesson. And then at the end, I just put modifications. I think that this will be huge in this unit because there's going to be a lot of movements where students will not be able to do. And this won't matter if they're a mainstream student or not. So I think it's important to always have, honestly, like 3 or 4 other movements when doing a lesson like this. So sweet. Thanks, guys.